Good morning, students. Here today we are going to discuss topic animal tissues, subtopic epithelial tissue, in which here glandular tissue, assignment on glandular tissue and cell junctions, compound epithelium. See Nana, question number 1. Which of the following glands do not have duct? Option 1 salivary gland, option 2 mammary gland, option 3 intestinal gland, option 4 adrenal gland. See, glands is of two types. Here exocrine gland, endocrine gland. Here endocrine gland. Exocrine glands are called duct glands. Exocrine glands are called duct glands. Endocrine glands are called ductless glands. Ductless glands. See, here the question, do not have duct. Do not have duct means exocrine glands, they have ducts, or they release their secretions into ducts or tubes. So they are called duct glands. But endocrine glands are called ductless glands. They release their secretions into blood or body fluid, nothing but blood and lymph. Here the secretions are called hormones. The secretions of endocrine glands are called hormones. See the option salivary gland, they have ducts. Mammary gland also have ducts. Intestinal glands also have ducts. So 1, 2, 3, these are exocrine gland, duct glands. But adrenal gland is an endocrine gland, are ductless glands, but they do not have ducts. So option 4 is correct for question number 1. Question number 2. Which of the following junction help to stop substance from leaking across a tissue? See, junctions, cell junctions. First option, othering junctions, gap junctions, tight junctions. Fourth option, 1 and 2. First, cell junctions is of three types. One is othering junction. Here othering junction, gap junction, next tight junction. See, othering junctions, these are plasma membrane of adjacent cell, the plasma membrane of adjacent cell. Here these are plasma membrane of adjacent cells, in which here it is a keratin protein, intermediary protein, keratin protein. Next, othering junctions, they keep neighboring cells or cementing the neighboring cells. Othering junctions cementing the neighboring cells together. Here they are supported by desmosomes. Here they are made up of keratin. Othering junctions also called as anchoring junctions are desmosomes. Here this is othering junction. So they not stop the substance from leaking. They keep the neighboring cells together, are cementing the neighboring cells together. Next, gap junctions. Here gap junctions, this is a plasma membrane of adjacent cell. The gap junctions facilitate the movement of ions. Here gap junctions facilitate the movement of ions, molecules, sometimes small molecules, big molecules across the gap junctions. So gap junctions facilitate the movement of ions, molecules, small molecules and big molecules. So these are gap junctions are called cytoplasmic junctions or communicating junctions. Cytoplasmic junctions are communicating junctions. They not prevent the leakage of substance. Tight junctions. Here tight junctions, adjacent cell plasma membrane tightly pressed against each other by a specific protein. The tight junctions prevent leakage of substances. Tight junctions prevent leakage of substances. Here across the tight junctions prevent leakage of substance across the tissue, means here tight junctions. So option tight junction is correct for stop substance leaking across tissue. Othering junctions cementing neighboring cells. Gap junctions communicate junctions, continuous cytoplasmic junctions. Tight junctions stop substance leaking across a tissue. So option 3 is correct for second question. Question number 3, incorrect with respect to compound epithelium. Play major role in secretion, covers moist surface of pharynx, provides protection, lines salivary glands. See, compound epithelium consists of more than one layer of cells or two or more layer of cells. So it is a multi-layered epithelium or stratified epithelium. It provides protection against chemical and mechanical stress. Here it limited role in secretion, but in first option major role in secretion. Here major role is not correct for compound epithelium. Limited role is correct. So first option is incorrect. And covers moist surface of pharynx. Yes, compound epithelium covers dry surface of skin, moist surface of buccal cavity and pharynx. Next, provide protection against chemical and mechanical stress and lining the ducts of glands, salivary glands, pancreatic ducts, etc. So here incorrect means major role is incorrect. Limited role in secretion is correct for question number 3. Next, question number 4. Transitional epithelium occurs in. Transitional epithelium occurs in first option rectum, second option urinary bladder, third option vagina, fourth option all. See, transitional epithelium is a type of compound epithelium. Here compound epithelium transitional epithelium is a type of compound epithelium. Here transitional epithelium occurs in renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, next proximal part of male urethra. Proximal part of male urethra. So transitional epithelium occurs in here urinary bladder is correct. In vagina, next stratified non-keratinized epithelium. Stratified non-keratinized epithelium occurs in vagina. So the transitional epithelium occurs in means correct option. Here first option rectum, second option urinary bladder. So transitional epithelium occurs in renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, proximal part of male urethra. So correct option is urinary bladder. Here in vagina, stratified non-keratinized epithelium is present. So option 2 is correct for question number 4. Right? Question number 5. Trachea or windpipe is lined by option 1 columnar epithelium, option 2 squamous epithelium, option 3 cuboidal epithelium, option 4 pseudostratified epithelium. Here columnar epithelium seen in stomach, intestine. Columnar epithelium present in stomach and intestine. Squamous epithelium present in lining of blood vessels, air sacs of lungs. Cuboidal epithelium present in ducts of glands and tubular parts of nephron. But pseudostratified epithelium seen in, here again it is two types, ciliated, non-ciliated. Ciliated seen in trachea, non-ciliated seen in epididymis, internal ear. So here trachea or windpipe is lined by pseudostratified epithelium. If they give pseudostratified ciliated, that is correct. Or pseudostratified non-ciliated seen in epididymis and internal ear. So question number 5, option 4 is correct. Pancreas is an exocrine gland, endocrine gland, merocrine gland, all of the above. Fourth option. See, pancreas here it is exocrine because it secrete enzymes, or it is a duct portion is present, and also endocrine gland. Here it secrete hormones like insulin and glucagon. Exocrine because it secrete enzymes, endocrine because it secrete hormones. Next, ductless part and duct part. Both are present. So pancreas is next. Exocrine gland is correct, endocrine gland is also correct, and the secretory granules. Here for example, this is a secretory granules. Secretory granules are released out without releasing other cellular material. Here secretory granules are released out without loss of other cellular material. So it is merocrine gland. So pancreas is an exocrine gland, correct. Endocrine gland, here it is also correct. Merocrine gland because it releases secretory granules without loss of other cellular material. So merocrine gland is also correct. Option 4 is correct for next question number 6. Then Question number 7. Epithelium tissue which forms dry surface of skin. Epithelial tissue which forms dry surface of skin. First option, simple squamous epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, compound squamous epithelium. Next, transitional epithelium. Here, dry surface of skin, simple squamous. First one again, seen in simple squamous, seen in squamous epithelium. Here, seen in lining of blood vessels, lining of blood vessels, air sacs of lungs, air sacs of lungs. Next, cuboidal epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, seen in ducts of glands, ducts of glands, tubular parts of nephron, tubular parts of nephron. Next, then compound epithelium, seen in dry surface of skin. See, compound epithelium, compound epithelium seen in dry surface of skin, dry surface of skin, dry surface of skin. Moist surface, moist surface like buccal cavity, cavity, pharynx, buccal cavity and pharynx. So dry surface of skin means compound squamous epithelium. Here already transitional epithelium seen in renal pelvis, ureter, urinary bladder, proximal part of urethra. So next correct option for 7th question is compound squamous epithelium seen in dry surface of skin, moist surface like buccal cavity, pharynx. So third option is correct for 7th question. Next, 8th question, ducts of salivary glands is lined by transitional epithelium, pseudostratified epithelium, stratified epithelium, keratinized epithelium. See, ducts of salivary glands. See, transitional epithelium seen in urinary bladder, ureter, renal pelvis. Next, proximal part of male urethra. Here, pseudostratified epithelium seen in ciliated seen in trachea, non-ciliated epididymis and internal ear. Stratified epithelium seen in ducts of salivary glands, ducts of salivary glands. Here ducts of salivary glands, stratified epithelium, ducts of salivary glands. Here keratinized epithelium, keratinized epithelium seen in dry surface of skin, dry surface of skin. So ducts of salivary gland is lined by stratified epithelium. Question number 9, statement 1. Brush border epithelium consists of cells with cilia. Statement 2. It occurs in PCT of nephron, intestine of alimentary canal. Here, see students, brush border epithelium consists of cells with cilia is wrong. Here, cells with microvilli. Here, brush border epithelium consists of cells with cilia is wrong. Microvilli, cells with microvilli is correct. So, statement 1 is incorrect. Here, brush border epithelium occurs in PCT of nephron, intestine of alimentary canal. Correct statement. So first option, both S1 and S2 are correct. Here it is wrong. S1 is incorrect. So not first option is not an answer. S1 and S2 incorrect. Here S2 is correct. So this is not an answer. Only S1 correct. Wrong. S1 incorrect. Only S2 correct. Yes, only S2 is correct. So fourth option is correct for question number 9. Question number 10. Brush border present in nephron is with simple columnar epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium, simple squamous epithelium, pseudostratified epithelium. See, simple columnar epithelium, simple columnar epithelium seen in stomach and intestine. Seen in stomach and intestine. Cuboidal epithelium, simple cuboidal epithelium seen in ducts of glands, tubular parts of nephron, simple cuboidal, brush border present in nephron means in PCT. Here PCT, this is a Bowman's capsule. Here this is a PCT. In PCT, simple cuboidal with brush border. Simple cuboidal with brush border. So here the simple cuboidal with brush border present in nephron. Second option is correct. Here simple squamosal, again lining of blood vessel, air sacs of lungs. Pseudostratified epithelium. Here it is lining of cilia, pseudostratified ciliated seen in trachea, pseudostratified non-ciliated seen in epididymis and internal ear. So option 2 is correct for next brush border present in nephron is with simple cuboidal with microvilli. Question number 10, second option is correct. Question number 11, incorrect with respect to glandular epithelium. Here incorrect with respect to glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium, unicellular glands consist of isolated glandular cells. Yes, glandular epithelium. Next to here glandular epithelium. Glandular epithelium consists of, means it is a based on number of cells, unicellular glands, unicellular, multicellular. Next to based on pouring their secretions, exocrine, endocrine. So unicellular glands consist of isolated glandular cells. Yes, unicellular glands consist of isolated glandular cells. Example, goblet cells. Goblet cells of alimentary canal which secrete mucus. Here statement 1 is correct. Multicellular glands with compound epithelium. Multicellular glands with compound epithelium is wrong. Here glandular epithelium is not a compound epithelium. Glandular epithelium is a simple epithelium. Glandular epithelium is a simple epithelium. So they are asking incorrect regarding glandular epithelium. So here the multicellular glands is correct, but with compound epithelium is incorrect. With simple epithelium, not compound epithelium. So second option is incorrect. Next, endocrine glands secrete products into the fluid bathing the gland. Yes. Next to endocrine glands secrete their secretions called hormones into the fluid, means blood or lymph, here in which the gland is bathing. So third statement is correct. Fourth one, exocrine glands are with ducts or tubes. Yes, exocrine glands are with, here these are duct glands. Duct glands. Ducts or tubes are present for exocrine gland. But endocrine gland, these are ductless gland. Ductless gland. So they are asking incorrect for glandular epithelium. Incorrect statement is multicellular glands. Up to here correct. But compound epithelium is incorrect. It is a glandular epithelium is a simple epithelium. So incorrect statement is second option. 11th question, second option is correct. Question number 12. The cytoplasm of adjoining cells is connected by option 1 othering junctions, option 2 tight junctions, option 3 gap junctions, option 4 1 and 3. Already you know cell junctions, 3 types. Cell junctions 3 types. Othering junction, tight junction, gap junction. See, othering junction keep the neighboring cells together, cementing the neighboring cells together. Tight junctions help to stop the substance leaking across the tissue. Gap junctions are also called as communicating junctions. Communicating junctions are continuous cytoplasmic channels. Cytoplasmic channels between adjacent cells. This cytoplasmic channel connect the cytoplasm of adjacent cell, and that helps in movement of molecules, ions, small molecules, sometimes big molecules. So the cytoplasm of adjoining cell is connected by gap junction. Othering junction, cementing the neighboring cells together. Tight junctions help to stop the substance leaking across the tissue. So continuous cytoplasmic junctions are next. Communicating junctions between adjacent cells, cytoplasm of adjacent cell is gap junction, that helps in movement of ions, molecules, sometimes small molecules and sometimes big molecules. So option 3 is correct for question number 12. Then question number 13, match the following type of epithelium present in. A, squamous epithelium. Here squamous epithelium present in alveoli of lungs and lining of blood vessels. Cuboidal epithelium present in ovary. Columnar epithelium present in intestinal glands. Columnar epithelium present in intestinal glands. Ciliated epithelium present in bronchioles. See here A4, B cuboidal epithelium, 2 ovary, columnar epithelium C1, ciliated epithelium D3. So A4, B2, C1, D3. Here this is a correct matching. Next question number 13, fourth option is correct. Question number 14, glands are divided into exocrine and endocrine glands. On the basis of here mode of secretion, second option mode of pouring secretions, tissues forms it, fourth option 1 and 2. Here glands, glandular epithelium is divided into, based on number of cells, two types. Here one is unicellular and multicellular. Unicellular means consists of isolated cells. Multicellular means consists of clusters of cells. For example, goblet cells of alimentary canal, here salivary gland. Next, moding, based on moding, mode of pouring their secretions, here they are of two types: exocrine glands, endocrine glands. See, glands are divided into exocrine and endocrine glands on the basis of mode of pouring their secretions. So here second option is correct for mode of pouring their secretions. They are divided into exo and endocrine based on number of cells and their arrangement, unicellular, multicellular. So correct option is second one is mode of pouring secretions. 14th question, second option. 15th question, shape of the cells of a gland is, here glandular epithelium means some of the columnar and cuboidal. Some of the columnar and cuboidal cells get modified to produce certain secretions. Some of the columnar and cuboidal cells modified to produce certain secretions is called glandular epithelium. So glandular epithelium means made up of cuboidal and columnar. So fourth option is correct. But squamosal epithelium not from glandular epithelium. Here glandular epithelium means which is formed by modified cuboidal cells or columnar cells, not squamous cells. So correct option is next, fourth option is correct for question number 15. Thank you students. Thank you one and all.